Well, hi there. Welcome to our shamelessly low-budget and kinda cheesy intro video, but it's designed this way for two reasons. To maybe give you some unexpected laughs, but also, in all seriousness, to accomplish something a bit more lasting at the same time. You see, we donated the money that would have been spent on a video like this to the world's best charities instead, and with that, they were able to save the lives of 7 precious children around the world. Because that's what Worldwide House Church is all about, bringing you into a refreshingly enjoyable community while helping you make your biggest difference for those most in need, just like Jesus did. We truly can't express how much your consideration means to us. Thank you. And very soon, all the perks of Worldwide House Church, except this stuff, will be yours to enjoy whatever the circumstances. Maybe you're heavily involved at a church institution, but you want your church donations to go thousands of times farther than they are, and toward the causes you specifically value. We'll do that for you. Maybe you'd like that, and also have a small group that would benefit from more intentional, week-long accountability, as well as a huge diversity of global teaching and worship options to fit each of your situations. You got it. Or maybe faith communities you know of spend your money mostly on themselves and limit you to their own teaching and worship agendas. Why not make Worldwide House Church your church instead? It does exactly the opposite. And both starting and maintaining a Worldwide House Church are super easy, flexible, and free. To begin coordinating your house church, first, think of at least 1 or 2 other people who could regularly meet up with you and help you grow spiritually. They can be present physically or online to join you for church via WeChat, Hangout, Skype, etc. from anywhere in the world. After all, the Greek word for church simply means gathering. And Jesus himself promises that where 2 or 3 gather in his name, he'll be powerfully at work with them, just as he was with his own house church. You can't do biblical church alone, but God's never expected a crowd either. Second, begin registration with some fun by celebrating what gets you excited. Good choice. Third, tell us about yourself and your house church preferences. Use your wonderful creativity and humor. Your group is uniquely awesome. Fourth, introduce us to every other amazing person in your house church, and click "That's everyone" when you're finished.
Boom, you're done. It's faster than eating a candy bar. So good.
You'll then be directed to our comprehensive FAQ. And although it's not necessary, you can practice creating a meetup as much as you want, so you feel like a pro at your first house church meeting. Once we add your group's profile to our site, we'll email you and each member with an individual login and password, your house church info, and the first meetup date you provided. We also include as always accessible special FAQ for coordinators to answer your questions and excite you with how easy and effective coordinating a Worldwide House Church is. Then, if you requested it, one of our crew will call you to more personally introduce ourselves and make sure you're feeling great about starting up. All you have to do from there is invite your members to a weekly, ideally, or bi-weekly meetup, anytime and anywhere there's internet. You can even gather as you normally would to go to church, but then go worship outside, at a cafe, or simply in your home instead. Enjoy food, laughs, and conversation as only your group can. Then when you're ready to start, just log in and click Create a Meetup. You'll be welcomed by a fellow Worldwide House Church member elsewhere on the globe with encouragement, current events to pray for, and related teaching and worship suggestions. But your group is always free to decide together, based on each other's circumstances and preferences, which teaching and worship options will be most relevant to you. Enjoy them, pausing at any time for questions and discussion to make them more applicable. Our coordinator FAQ helps you productively engage differing personality types and energetic children, so each individual can maximally benefit. Next, everyone worships through giving, by privately choosing on our site the cause they value most, the amount they can donate, and which best of the best organization will allow them to make the biggest impact. Worldwide House Church never asks for or receives even a penny of your gifts, because others need them so much more. Then, to make your church time as worthwhile as possible, each member will individually make your meetup matter by customizing some follow-up encouragements to help you uplift your community during the next week. These will be emailed to you at the end of the meetup and a few days later when they're even more helpful. Finally, you'll finish with some laughs, enjoying the activities on our Just for Fun page and competing in our contests. If you win, we'll include on our list of donation options a fundraiser link for a need you're passionate about in your local community, so all of Worldwide House Church can support you. We're here for you, and we believe with God in you and the global difference you and your group will make. So take 10 minutes and get your Worldwide House Church up and running, because we all need you.